interrupt your regularly scheduled boring class with an extra boring public service announcement.
Brought to you recorded previously in his basement.
You boys want some cookies?
Not right now, Mom. We're doing that recording thing, remember? I'm your host, Cody Hafner, here with my co-host,
Braden DePrey.
Back in the mid-1300s, the Black Death estimated killing 75 to 200 million people.
The Black Death was spread by a bacteria called Yersinia pestis. Now, this bacteria was first discovered at the end of the 19th century. Note that the people didn't figure this out for 600 years. This bacteria travels from person to person pneumatically, meaning through the air. It also was spread by bite infections from infected rats and fleas.
This disease also affected sheep, pigs, cows, and many more animals. The animals had the same symptoms as people. Okay, so let's talk about how it spread first. The Black Death arrived in Europe by sea October 1346, when 12 GNS ships docked at Cilician port of Messina after a long journey through the Black Sea.
Standing in Messina, causing a great pestilence, that led to a deadly path across the trade routes of the East. It was spreading through China, India, Persia, Syria, and Egypt.
But wait, there's more. It reached Rome, Florence, Paris, London, and many, many more locations. Now moving on to the symptoms. The first sign will be swelling, either on the groin or under the armpit. Most the size of an egg, some even as large as a common apple. Blood and pus seeped out of these swellings. These are called plague boils.
Later symptoms would be fevers, chills, vomiting, diarrhea, and other aches or pains. People who were infected in the morning died that same night.
Now you would think, weren't these people scared back then? And yes, they were, scared for their lives. Doctors wouldn't even treat patients. Priests would refuse one last prayer, shopkeepers closed stores, and people fled towns. People even thought God did this to them, to punish them for their sins, because they did not understand simple medical knowledge.
And I know it's a lot to take in, but think of this. 50% of Europe's population barely survived the Black Death, and without them, you may not even be alive. The countries may not even exist, but that's just history.
Hold on. This just in, pre-recorded in my parents' backyard. We give you shots of my evil step-twin, Corey, with a group of people doing the ritual of Ring Around the Rosie.
Thank you, Cody. We're here in the backyard, where the group of people began doing the ritual of Ring Around the Rosie.
Back to you, Cody.
Did you boys eat those cookies? Boys! Boys?